A Yuba City couple is facing collections for registration on a truck they no longer own.
After going back and forth between the dealership and the DMV, it was time to call Kurtis.
And this would drive anybody nuts. A ticket showed up in the mail for double parking in the city of San Francisco 2 months after they traded in the truck. And DMV registration forms keep showing up in the mail. It is not their truck anymore. So why won't anybody listen? It's been 8 months since Rochelle and Ryan Watson bought this BMW, trading in their gas-guzzling truck. But they say they're getting harassed to pay registration fees and a parking ticket tied to this Tundra they no longer own.
So I kind of was out of sight, out of mind once I drove off the lot, that this truck was not in my name anymore.
That's the way it's supposed to work. Ryan filled out a notice of transfer and release of liability at the dealership. But just a few weeks later, the couple got a DMV registration notice for the truck, followed by a parking ticket issued in San Francisco after the trade-in. Then more notices demanding registration money from the DMV.
And now it's saying if you don't pay, then we're going to send you to collections.
The DMV still listed the Watsons as the registered owners of the truck. Ryan and Rochelle have gone back and forth between the dealership and the DMV to get their name removed.
I'm done with this. This is ridiculous.
The law requires this form, a release of liability, to be submitted to the DMV within 5 days of the sale. The dealership says they sent one in. The Watsons say they have too, several times. So why is their name still tied to that truck? The DMV couldn't answer that question, but said, quote, both the dealer and the DMV followed the correct protocol. Clearly something went wrong here. Neither the DMV nor the dealership will say what. What we do know is as soon as we got involved, the DMV removed the Watsons' name from this truck for good.
The longer that we go without getting something, the more I'm just kind of like, okay, this is good. We're done.
Hopefully they are. We asked the DMV when that first release of liability form was submitted. Remember, it's supposed to happen within 5 days of the sale. And we were told they don't have that date. Now, if they can't track when it was submitted, you got to wonder how they can enforce this 5-day law. They can't say what went wrong here, but the DMV does say what happened here is incredibly rare.
Well, let's hope so. But how can you be sure your name is off the registration?
Well, the DMV says you can't rely on anybody else. You have to fill out that release of liability form yourself, but they say they did many times. The dealership also said that they filled out this form. So what the heck happened here? Amazingly, nobody could tell us what went wrong. We know something went wrong, but we hope it's fixed.
Okay, thanks,
all right.
Kurtis.
If you have a consumer problem you can't resolve, maybe we can. You can call our hotline Monday through Friday, or you could always go to our website, cbssacramento.com, click on Contact Kurtis, and fill out our form.